So you want to learn web design and development. Well, most websites use the popular coding stack of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, MySQL for the database, and WordPress if you're using a CMS. But you might be asking yourself, how do I get started? Welcome to Information Overload. You can learn from reading books, you could take video tutorials online, you could even attend a bootcamp. But how much time will it take? And how much coffee should I drink? Sadly, most people quit before they ever get started. So let's cover some of the ways you can learn web design and development. You can learn from reading books, which is often full of examples. The code tends to be good, but you gotta be careful about old code. So check out my list of recommended reading in the description below. You could also take video tutorials online. There's a bunch of websites dedicated to teaching you how to code, like Lynda, Pluralsight, Team Treehouse, Udemy, Udacity, Skillshare. There's the code documentation websites. Then there's always YouTube. Take advantage of the free trials. What about boot camps? Well, boot camps are cool because they offer live training from an instructor. Hands-on training will be helpful, you'll be surrounded by like-minded students, you'll be accountable for your learning, but it comes with a hefty investment and you gotta find a location near you. My recommendation is this: learn with video tutorials first, then pick up a couple of books if you need. If you have the time and money, check out a bootcamp. But which coding language should I learn first? Well, HTML makes sense. It is the skeleton of every website online. So what I recommend is that you dedicate about a month of hardcore studying at about 1 to 2 hours per day. Then comes CSS, because HTML alone is kind of boring, so CSS adds style to it. Dedicate 2 months of studying CSS at about 2 hours per day. Then there's JavaScript, which is extremely popular. It's everywhere. You could use it on the front end, and you could also use it on the back end. So dedicate 3 months of studying JavaScript at 2 hours per day. Now let's talk about PHP, which is a server-side programming language. It's used by over 82% of dynamic websites. There's tons of tutorials on it, and it's used by some of the biggest names online. So give it 3 months at 3 hours per day to study. You've heard about big data, right? Well, data is stored in a database like MySQL, which works great with PHP. So study MySQL for about 3 months at 2 hours per day. Now, if you're going to use a CMS, choose WordPress. It powers 28% of all websites, has a 59% market share of the CMS market, has a huge community, and if you learn the other coding languages, you'll be comfortable with WordPress. Now let's talk about the tools of the trade. You'll need a computer. It could be Windows, Mac, or Linux. You'll need a good text editor. I like the Atom text editor and Visual Studio Code. You'll need a local server, a web browser, lots of time, and even more coffee. Always be learning. Remember, it takes 10 years to master most things. Congratulations, if you learned all the coding languages, you're ready to code a website. You will need a domain name and web hosting. You can pick that up at shop.pixemweb.com. If you want to learn how to create custom WordPress themes, check out my playlist dedicated to it. And you can get the files at pixemweb.com/devwp. If you want a premium WordPress theme, check out EvaPro. And if you want your website professionally set up, check out PixemWeb.com and we'll hook you up. Also, take a look at the video cards in the upper right corner. I have other videos on how to write the perfect blog post, search engine optimization, and more. So don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Take care.